Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Chill Out Podcast. So good. Just got home. Oh my gosh, guys. It's been a week. Literally, it's been one of the longest weeks ever. And I decided to treat myself with this beautiful kawaii smoothie. I'm actually kidding. I always buy from kawaii. It's not a treat, but look how good this looks. It's a grenadilla lolly smoothie. So basically, if you're not from Cape Town, you might not know this, but there's this ice cream that tends to circulate around the beaches here in summertime called the grenadilla lolly. And Kauai basically made their version of it in a smoothie form. And it's so good. I'm not even kidding. Anyways, I spend way too much money at this place, first of all. I could literally spend my entire paycheck, but I love it. And this tastes so good. So despite this super long, stressful week, it's the weekend. We're vibing, we're enjoying ourselves, we're relaxing. Finally, we've made it. But this episode is something that's very personal to me, okay? And it's a conversation about living with OCD. So I got one whole comment on my previous podcast episode that I did about yapping about anxiety. Yeah, that's what I titled it. Because I was yapping. And basically, I described a little snippet of living with OCD tendencies, which tend to really, I don't know, it sucks. I'm just being real. So someone actually commented and they were like, oh my gosh, I really resonated with this episode. Thank you for sharing. Please speak more about your life with OCD. So first of all, full disclosure, I haven't been medically or professionally or officially diagnosed with OCD, but I feel like I definitely have OCD tendencies. And in this week's episode, I'm going to be discussing the myths about OCD, some of my experiences, and also how to navigate life. First of all, if you've ever felt trapped in your own mind, this one's for you. Now, when people hear OCD, their first thought is usually, oh, that's the thing where people wash their hands a lot or organize their closet by color. Oh my gosh, guys, I just realized that I also like to wash my hands all the time, literally. I'm not even kidding. But anyways, so yes, that can be part of it, but OCD is so much more than the stereotypes that we tend to see in movies. It's not just about keeping things tidy. It's about intrusive thoughts, anxiety, and the constant battle with your own mind. So for me personally, OCD has been this weird mix of feeling like I have to be in control while also feeling completely out of control. It's the intrusive thoughts that pop into my head out of nowhere, thoughts that make zero sense but feel so real in the moment. It's the need to do something over and over again because what if I don't? So basically, it's your brain is holding you hostage with a list of irrational rules, and the worst part of it is they're irrational. But that doesn't stop the anxiety. For example, I've had moments where I convinced myself that if I didn't double check my front door exactly 3 times before leaving, something bad would happen. And even though I logically know that checking once was enough, my brain was like, I don't think so. What if you're wrong? And then suddenly I'm late because I'm stuck in the same cycle where I literally now wake up a bit earlier because I know just before I'm about to leave home, I'm going to be double checking the door 3 times. How irrational do I sound right now? And trust me, I'm aware of it and it sucks. And sometimes I have to snap myself out of it and be like, Kelly, you're being dramatic right now. You do not need to tap the key 3 times or check that the door's locked 3 times. You're good. Be present enough in that moment to be I've locked it. It's okay. Let me go. So I want to break a few myths about OCD, okay? So let's just break some down real quick. OCD is not just about being neat or liking things a certain way. It's a disorder that affects your thoughts, your emotions, and how you experience the world. So some people struggle with obsessive thoughts that have nothing to do with cleanliness or having order. It can be about safety or relationships, morality. It's your brain constantly questioning everything that you do. And the thing is, OCD doesn't always look like someone scrubbing their hands super clean. Sometimes it's just about someone sitting in a room mentally spiraling over something that literally doesn't make any sense. And OCD and anxiety are literally besties, okay? They're like the kind of besties who always invite drama to the party, and that anxiety, it can really mess with your whole emotional health. So as a kid, I used to love this show called Monk, and it's currently on Netflix, so I've probably watched it now about 3 times. And I always like play it in the background sometimes if I'm doing something, because it's like this comforting show that I've already watched, but it's like kind of nice in the background. I'm sure anyone can relate to that. But it was the show that me and my grandpa used to watch every like Wednesday or Thursday evening when I was like much younger. And we just loved this show so much. Like, I feel like I resonated with the guy in the show so much. Like, if you don't know what show I'm talking about, please check it out. It's called Monk, Monk. And he basically also has a bit of an anxiety disorder, like an OCD type thing. And I resonated with him so much. Like, he likes everything neat and tidy. He cleans his hands literally all the time. And he's an overthinker. And he's just different. And I don't know why, but like when I watch that show, I just laugh because like we're twin flames. Like, I feel him, I get it. Like, just check it out, okay? So I used to think that emotional health meant being happy all the time. Like, if I wasn't feeling good, something was wrong. But I've learned that emotional health is really about how we handle our emotions, both the good and the bad. One thing that has really helped me is learning how to step outside of my own thoughts, because let's be real, our brains lie to us a lot, and they love to dig up past mistakes, feed us worst case scenarios, and then convince us that things are way worse than they actually are. I have this little mantra that I tell myself, okay, to live in the past is to die in the present. And when I catch myself spiraling about something that happened years ago, or worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet, I remind myself of that, because honestly, I don't want to waste my life being stuck in my own head. It's not fun. And like I've spoken about before, when it comes to living with anxiety, it's something that you can't describe to someone unless they have it or they've experienced it before, because otherwise you're not going to get it. And it's so debilitating. Like, I remember going out a lot, especially to like town and stuff, when you're going to clubs or you're going to an event or something like that. I'm always thinking worst case scenario. I'm always thinking, okay, cool, where are we going to park? How long is the distance from the car to the place? Because I really feel like I'm literally listing 500 worst case scenarios that could happen from us leaving the car to go to the club. And like, I don't want to go out like that. Like, that's not a good vibe. So over the years, I've really had to try and educate myself, learn more about why I'm feeling this way, and also how to navigate through it in a healthy way. Because I do want to go out. I want to be able to drive all the way to the other side of town, okay, to go to the beach, for example, and not feel so anxious all the time, or not feeling like 500 things are going to go wrong. If they do, it's life. And that's something that I have to remind myself, because otherwise I will literally never leave my house. And it's a terrible feeling. So one thing that has really helped me is learning how to step outside of my own thoughts, because let's be real, our brains love to lie to us, okay? They love to dig up past mistakes. And so the way that I see it, okay, I have 2 choices. I can let OCD and anxiety control my life, or I can figure out ways to manage them. And that doesn't mean ignoring how I feel. It means understanding how I feel and learning how to work through it. Usually when I struggle with something, whether it's mentally or whether it's a challenge in my actual life, it's something that definitely like bothers me, because I will try my best to think of a solution to get out. Like, I'm in constant survival mode when it comes to stuff like that. I'm always looking for a solution to my problem. And I don't like to admit defeat when it comes to stuff like that. Like, sure, I'll spend a day or two feeling sorry for myself and crying, or like feeling really upset about it or defeated. But after a day or two, I'm back up and running. I'm starting to try and navigate my way through a challenge or through something that's really affecting me in a way that I can't live my life. And that is my only recommendation to you, is like, don't give up on yourself. Show up for yourself every single day. Like, something that I'm doing right now is, last year I mentioned that I kind of slowed down on like my gym grind and I stopped going to the gym. And that was for like a month or something. Okay. I was not feeling that great about myself. And then I don't know what clicked, but this year, like the start of this year, I was just like, you know what? I need to start doing something for myself. So I started going to gym, but I started attending the classes. So now I do yoga 4 times a week, and then I'll do cardio on like the odd day when I'm not going to a class. And every single time when I go to my class, I sit down on the yoga mat and I'm like, you know what? I showed up for myself today. I left my house. I drove all the way here. I'm sitting down and I showed up for myself. No matter how I'm feeling today, I came to this class because I know it's going to help me. And yoga has had such a positive influence and impact in my life. I can't even describe it. It's something that I've done before, but not at this capacity. And especially as I'm getting older, I want to rather do an exercise that is working my body. Like, I want to get fit, I want to build muscle, I want to feel strong, but I also want to have a mindful practice where mentally I'm also strengthening my brain. And I can't even describe how much, I don't know, like I can't even, just going to these classes has impacted me in such a positive way. And I love that feeling of knowing that I showed up for myself today. So a few things that have helped me besides going to yoga and like working out is bringing myself back to the present moment. So when I catch myself spiraling, I literally stop and ask myself, okay, so is this thought helping me? Is this thought actually true? If the answer is no, I let it go, okay? I shake it off. So finding healthy distractions, I think, like going for a walk, reading a book, listening to really loud music. I know that helps me a lot. My dad actually recommended that to me. He's literally like, play some rock music or play your music really loud. And for me, it's helped so much because like it blocks out any negative thoughts that I have or like any spiraling going on. And I'm in the moment, I'm vibing, I'm enjoying myself. So listening to loud music. Okay, so that is like something that is healthy and it's something to really like shift your focus. Journaling is another great thing to do. Like sometimes just getting thoughts out of my head and onto paper helps me to stop overthinking. Practicing mindfulness. I know. Everyone talks about mindfulness, but seriously, it works. Even just like focusing on my breathing for a few minutes helps me to feel more centered. It helps to calm my nervous system. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned is that emotional health isn't about eliminating stress or anxiety. It's about learning how to handle it. It's about recognizing when your emotions are running the show and figuring out how to take back control. And that doesn't mean like pretending that everything is fine when it's not. It means having the self-awareness to say, hey, I'm struggling right now and that's okay. It means knowing when to reach out for help. It means giving yourself grace when you're not feeling your best. I feel like we're in like a new era right now where it's not like hustle culture like 24/7. Like people are actually starting to prioritize their sleep and their self-care and taking more care about like their mind and like how they feel, or like prioritizing rest. And that kind of like contributes to becoming your best self and feeling good about yourself because you're taking the time to like rest. And you can't like literally be working out 7 days a week and like never resting your body, or grinding every single day and never taking a moment to like go walk on the beach, go stare at the waves, or lay on the couch and watch a really good movie that's gonna make you laugh. Okay, everyone needs a break because you don't want to burn out and then literally feel like you don't feel like doing anything. Having good emotional health doesn't mean you never feel anxious or overwhelmed either. It just means that you have the tools to navigate those feelings without letting them consume you. If you take anything away from this episode, let it be this. OCD is not just about being neat or organized. It's a real mental health condition that affects people in ways you might not even realize. Emotional health isn't about like being happy all the time. It's about learning how to process emotions in a healthy way. Your thoughts do not define you, and just because your brain tells you something does not mean it's true. And most importantly, you are not alone in this, okay? So many people struggle with anxiety or depression or OCD or ADHD or anything. You're not alone. And there's a lot of resources available online if therapy isn't something that you can afford, because let's be real, therapy is so expensive. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube. You can listen to a really cool podcast. Like, buy a book, because you might be able to educate yourself on a topic that you feel resonates with you. And then you kind of have a new skill and a new tool on how to navigate yourself through a certain situation. So focus on just taking care of yourself, being kind to yourself. I know that's said so much, but it's so true. And just understand that you're not alone. All right, guys, that's all I've got for today. If this episode resonated with you, let me know, okay? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share this episode with a friend. Pop me a DM. I love hearing from you. And if you're struggling, please reach out to someone. You don't have to go through this alone. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, chill out and take care of yourself. And also, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love making these videos, and I really hope you enjoyed the podcast. So let me know. Love you. Bye.